Hello all. We are going to see about traversing or iterating the array list today. How to traverse or whenever we are giving a data, how to bring it in the or how to display that particular array list by using our listing in an integer. So here I have used list integer. A is the object name which is equal to arrays as list. And the data also I have given here. The data is given in the parenthesis itself. And if I'm using a for loop for this, and with a size a dot size as because it is a given in an array, and I'm giving a dot get because why I'm using get is because it is represented in the list. And of course whenever we are marking this list, sets, maps, all these things has to be imported, and that only when we import it the object will be added in the list, and the data will be added in the array, and that particular object will be added in the list, either array list or hash set, whatever it is we are using, and that has to be imported. So only when we do that, these errors can be avoided. So now I have given a dot get of I, and when I check this, iterations will be starting from first to the last, as because I have given array list the array. So I can see the display as 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is how I can traverse or iterate the array list. And when we see for mapping the values, and the second program is for hash map by values. So how I'm going to use the hash map? We know that a hash map is nothing but assigning the values to some key variables. So how I'm assigning the key variables with some values is, initially I have to use map string comma integer, because my key variable is going to be string, and the integer will be having some values for that. I'm assigning some cars, some types of cars with a price ranges. The range of that particular price ranges in lakhs. So the cost I'm mentioning a new hash map. So I have to use hash map here, as because I'm going to map the key variables with the value. So mapping is nothing but combining or matching it with it. So I'm matching the key variables with the values. So now let us check how to add it. That is, so in some of the hash in the list integers we have seen for set and get for add we have used for adding the data in the list, adding the data in the arrays. So here we have to use put or hash map. So now I'm using a object called cost, and cost dot put. Why I'm going to use put is because for the maps we have to use put only, not add. Add is for listing. And here I have to import the values also, because the data has to be given in the object, and this object has to be imported in the hash map, because we have to assign the key variables with the values. So what are the key variables here? In the first data, I have given Swift as a key variable, and the integer as 7. 7 is nothing but 7 lakhs. I have just assumed. So this particular number is assigned to Swift, and then second data is Benz with 890. So 890 integer is assigned to the key variable Benz. And here this value 820 is assigned to Rolls Royce, and 480 is assigned to Lambo. So this is how I'm assigning some variables or some values to the key variables. And when I print a cost, the complete set of data will be matched, and it has to be displayed. So that is why I'm using the cost dot key set, because all these has to be assigned and then it has to be displayed. And now I can replace this Lambo with 840. So here I have used 480. And now and what I want to do is I just want to replace the value of this particular variable. This variable is Lambo, and I'm using a value here 480. But instead I want to change it into 840. So for that I can put cost dot put. Again I can replace it, and I can check the value whether it is replaced also. And I'm going to check the elements also, because in the array list we can check by using the same contains. So there we'll be using in the list and array list. We have used only contains, but here we have to use contains key, as because we are using the map with the key variables. So we have to use key with here. When we check it, so whether So when we check that whether the OD is present here in this data which we have assigned, there is no OD, whereas Benz is present. Yes, here Benz is present with a variable of the value of 890. So now let us check how the output is displayed. So the first one is that displayed here is Benz is equal to 890, and 890, and then Lambo is equal to 480, then Rolls Royce is equal to 820, and then Swift is equal to 7. So why it is in this order is, we know that this hash will, whenever we are mentioning as hash, it will be taking in a random order only. Therefore, it is like that. So it will be taking in a random order. Whereas in tree, it will be in an input, whatever the input we have given in the same order, it will be taking. And for the list, it will be in the ascending orders, like alphabet letters, or the numbers in a pattern, ascending orders, just like that. So here we can check that the next output. So this is how the cost. So here we have asked to print the object name as cost. Therefore, it is mentioned here as cost. So next is the cost dot key, that is here. Yeah, this one I have used for loop with the label and dot get label. So the label is the key variable. With that, what is the value? So for Benz, it is 890. For Lambo, it is 480. And then for Rolls Royce, it is 820. And for Swift, it is 7. So this is how I have asked for by using the for loop. It has assigned the values and it has given. And the next one is cost dot put Lambo is 840. So I need to change this value. So it has to be accepted as 840, and but it's not actually replaced, because it is accepted as a null value, because I have to put some other value for this, for replacing it. And then I have to check for yeah, next one is I have to check for Lambo. So cost dot get Lambo. So for this, I think only I have got null. And then for contains key, whether Audi is present here, no, it is not present. Therefore, it is represented as false. And for Benz, yes, it is present. Therefore, it is mentioned as um, true. So the first one is false, and the next one is true. So this is how I have got it. And this is about the hash map, how to give the input and how to view whether an element is present in this or not. Thank you.